Hello and welcome to another video. Originally, I had planned to post part 3 of the diamond pants tutorial. However, I'm still not done with making any of my panels. So I thought we would crochet and work on our projects together. And then I could talk a little bit more actually about how I got into pattern design in the first place. And then some tips that I would have if you wanted to do something like that yourself. So I believe I originally posted the diamond pants pattern on my personal Instagram, which was called H Money Factory at the time. I think it was like in 2021. And genuinely, I did not expect the response that it got. I thought that they were cute, but I had no clue. And although people were interested in the pants, I knew right away that I was not interested in making a bunch of diamond pants for people. Like, no way. So when I got requests to make the pattern, I honestly thought, like, why not? It would be nice, and what's it to me? Maybe I can make some cash, use it to design other things. So I hadn't, up until that point, I didn't really have literally any experience with pattern designing. I just thought, oh, okay, I have all these years experience, why not give it a try? That was my first mistake because I started crocheting when I was in 2nd grade. So that's like 20 years of experience that I had of not really buying any pattern any time recently. Like, I'm sure in the beginning, maybe I had purchased a pattern, I doubt it. I think I've only really ever purchased knitting patterns on Ravelry, like, because I knit as well, but I'm not very experienced knitter, so I'm always buying knitting patterns. And so that was my first mistake because of my experience and just lack of awareness about what a pattern needs to have in it. When I started testing, it didn't go well at all. One of my testers was actually very upset with me. She basically was like, you do not know what you're doing, and this pattern is nowhere near ready for testing. Because mind you, when I'm writing patterns and documenting what I'm making, I literally will be like, row 1 double crochet, row 2 single crochet, because I know already what I know what I'm trying to say, and I feel like my style is very free form and just very much like experimental. So I very much underestimated the amount of detail and precision that I needed to have with my instruction. The first tip that I would give, just based off of that experience alone, would be please purchase patterns and have an idea of what needs to be included in it, because that was my first rookie mistake, and I feel like a lot of uncomfortable situations could have been avoided had I just literally purchased a pattern and figured, hey, like, what needs to go into this? So I literally dove into the deep end in my pattern making journey of trying to write the most advanced pattern in the most simple way. I'm the type of learner who likes to just give me the bare basics and I'll fill in my own blanks. Very much like that. So I made it an assumption, unfortunately, that a lot of people are like that too. No, people want to know exactly what you did at every step of the way so that the results could come out exactly like how yours are. That's not my personality, so I just definitely was not in the right mind space for that kind of task. Once I developed my skill set and got a little bit more accurate with my instructions, I noticed that the best thing for me to do was to kind of stick to pants. So I had never intended to become like the pants girl, but I made my first pair of pants because I wanted to have something nice for an occasion. And then my mindset was like, once you have pants, the world is yours, and you can basically wear them to the beach. You can wear them to brunch. You can wear them inside and lounge around. You can wear them, where else did I say? You can combine them with anything, and they're really versatile, especially if you pick a good color and a good material. And I usually like to use cotton. So my second tip would be not to niche down, but think about too, like, I stuck with pants because I thought they were versatile, but then I realized that the pants, like, once I have the pattern for one pair of pants, it's very easy to adjust them for other types of patterns. So my second thing I noticed was sticking with a certain type of pattern enables you to develop your own style, and it also enables you to push out patterns a little bit more efficiently. I won't say quickly, the process does take time, but it's a little bit more efficient once you have like the basic structure of one. Now people have reached out and said, when I think of crochet pants, I think of you. So I think that's a good sign because it's the beginning of branding. And you definitely want to have a market differentiator when you're going on certain platforms to sell your patterns. Another aspect that I've realized throughout my pattern journey is just because you specialize in one type of thing, I don't feel like that means you don't do any other type of thing. I still sell tops, make bodysuit patterns. Well, I'm working on another bodysuit pattern. I only have one out right now. But once you have your core item, it's really easy to then develop your own pattern library once you've nailed one thing. And then you can properly plan how you're gonna release your patterns, knowing that. So what I mean is, like, there's a development cycle of designing, making your first sample, testing, and then releasing, and it takes a really long time to nail each part of that process. So what I've realized is planning ahead and making sure that, like, when one pattern is testing, you're developing the other one. When the other one is done testing and released, then you can put the other one through testing. And just having like a good flow and organization around your patterns enables you to get more done and then actually develop your crochet pattern language, or what you're trying to say. Because I think it's nice to release things when you come up with them, but it's even cooler and even more valuable if you can come up with like a system so that you can replicate your results and then also bring a little bit of something unique to the table, because there's always going to be someone who comes in and makes the same exact thing that you make. So if you can put a twist to it or have all these pieces that work together, then it brings something new. So for example, I do make pants and I make sweaters, but I try to tie it in with the same type of stitch, and I have to plan that. So I'm like, okay, I'll release like a diamond sweater, and then I'll have like a diamond stitch skirt, and then I'll have a diamond stitch pant. So people will go onto your store and then be able to see like, oh, okay, there's like some other diamond stitch things, and because I've already learned your diamond stitch pants pattern, I feel like I'm more confident now to then make a diamond stitch skirt, because I've already nailed the stitch already. I know the style of this designer and I can create more things. That also is a really good way of, you know, growing your business, or like a tip I would give if you want to start designing. Those are my 3 tips if you're looking to get into pattern design, and I promise that next week I'll be done with my panels and we'll be able to start on that 3rd part of the diamond pants, going over how you can add your own pockets and then how you can add like a zipper. Those are 2 alterations of the same design that it doesn't take much to tweak, but then it makes all the difference in the end as far as now you have more options of where you can wear them. So thank you so much for watching. If you're working on your projects, good luck, and I will see you in the next one.